Xiaoqian and Lina nearly scream at the mention of that, since this pretty much confirms that Su Chen must be some sort of second-generation super-rich personality. No one in their right minds would spend that much money on just ice. Lina desperately asks what Su Chen wants to do with so much ice, and he tells them that Su Chen plans to donate it for charity. Of all the responses they expected, they definitely were not expecting that. Back with our protagonist, Su Chen has now purchased all the items he would need to survive in the apocalypse, and now he decides to enjoy the little time he has left before the world descends into chaos. In his last life, he was too busy working to ever think of doing anything in luxury. Even going to a small cafe was out of the question for him since he was so preoccupied. So he decides to go to a fancy restaurant to relax and enjoy himself. A waitress welcomes him and hands him a menu to look through. There's a lot of delicious foods like butter chicken, naan, and smoked steak, with each item on the list needing him to spend up to 4 digits. One menu item in particular catches his eye, and it seems to be a mystery item that costs 17,000 yuan. He asks about it, and the waitress confirms that it's a meal personally crafted by the head chef of the restaurant. The details completely depend on the chef's inspiration. That sounds interesting. So Su Chen decides to get that for himself. In his last life, at the beginning of the apocalypse, a strange force caused many creatures to mutate and turn into terrifying beasts. There were many monsters, like a giant serpent, that appeared in the midst of the floods in the early days of the apocalypse. He would need to prepare himself to deal with those things when they start to appear.